severity of the middle pockets. That was a fine pot.
Yeah, very good. And now for his next trick, the 3-9 combination is not easy.
Attention, please.
Now, can he shoot this somewhat freely and hold the cue ball behind the pink 4? That way, if he misses it, the 3 goes up table, maybe. Yeah, and you see he kind of forced the safety there. That's why he stunned it heavy. Probably caused more of a miss. Notice where he cut the 9 so he could move the cue ball left. And the thing is, it kind of made the shot very low percentage trying to play the safety as well, and then the 3 gets double kissed and opened up for Kachi.
Yeah, the 9 he was trying to pot in the end came back to haunt him.
Now, some might say this is going to land on the rail and get awkward. This is going to get a little awkward. Good thing for Kachi, he can play a kiss shot on the 5-9. He doesn't have to play a combination. But a lot of people would say, Phil, just go one way or the other on that combination. Just go ahead and play safe and lock him up for sure, or go ahead and attack the combo. Don't shoot in between. Okay, he wants to get a little bit straightish. That makes it more of a natural coming off the left side of the 5, his left, to kiss the 9 in with the cue ball.
All about experience, this, all about imagination.
Yeah, and this is just a lot of feel. It's all about speed and how heavy he hits the 5. Catches the 9 thick, he could go through and scratch.
In fact, it was the same as the tattoo on his neck. Perfection.
Catching both the knuckles, the blue 2's up there by itself. That's always a good sign.
There's a phrase in England, Jeremy, have it. I'll tell you what, those balls had it there. Wow.
Yeah, they took their places here. This is going to set up for another break and run for the big man. Of course, there's a lot of work out there, but very playable rack.
No stranger to breaking and running tonight, even in the team match. He broke and ran in rack 4 against Tyler Steyer.
Trying to get a little more out of the cue ball. Plus, he didn't want to have much angle on the 3 from distance. You see Team Europe there.
The extension, please.
Give him the... And the one thing you can rely on with Eklent Kaçi, he's a tremendous cueman.
Oh, yeah. He's so good at cueing that you kind of forget how great he is in other areas as well. He's one of the best kickers in the game, really good safety player, and very good under pressure. I think it's the Mosconi that really made him better. If you remember him when he was a little younger, it was a little more rigid, the stroke was, and you know, it didn't really add up for the slick table, trying to pound the ball around on all shots. I think it was the Mosconi that really kind of cleaned things up for this guy.
goes the 9, Eklent Kaçi, hoping to turn things around from what happened at the Reyes Cup when he was decidedly below par.
Yeah, that's the shot I liked. He didn't get the 2 pass, but it got the cue ball where he wanted.
Welded against the 7.
Yeah, and he's going to have to play for the spread here, which is something that does happen. The cue ball kind of opens up when you're going into the rail from a lot of angle.
Extension, please.
Oh, this is difficult. You also may have to hit this quite easy to let it open up.
No blame can be apportioned for taking his extension. A European supporter in the minority.
He just wants to bump this, I think. He actually got it to spread too much. Phil didn't expect that. Watch the arc of the cue ball right there. Just narrowly missing the 2.
That's the harsh nature of the Mosconi Cup. You see so many wonderful shots, and yet the ones we remember are always the big mistakes, the big errors, the blunders.
Yeah, now this ball came down and got just funny. He can't go forward because of the 9, and he's not straight enough to draw on a line, so he's got to kind of move it. This gets over to the rail, which it may. This could get awkward, and that's what I mean. It's the type of Mosconi, you're going to try and play great position, but you got to be ready to make some tough balls because everyone's going to get out of line. That's just how the table's playing.
No exaggeration, this is one of the most critical shots of the entire session for me.
I agree. He may play it to the opposite corner just because of the way he's cueing, and he can move the ball a little easier. So if you're looking at the screen, he's going to your top right corner pocket. Probably with a high ball.
Excellent from Woodward. Excellent. To Skyler Woodward. Ample blockers.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out which one I like. I wonder if he cuts the 2 and brings the cue ball up by the pink, or is he going to bank the 2? It looks like he's banking the 2 and sliding the cue ball behind the green 6. Oh, wow. He didn't kill the ball at all. He cut it too much, obviously, but you know what we always say, just get the snooker, Phil. He was going for the devastating snooker, trying to sneak the cue ball up on the back of the 6, and he let it get away.
Yeah, in the tactical department, that was uncharacteristically sloppy.
Yeah, and again, just like playing position, the table being so slick, it doesn't take much for something to look like a very bad blunder. He's going to get over the 8 here. Maybe he can cue it. The 3 did roll a bit more. Smart play just going into the 3-8 area with the cue ball. Needs this to slow down. I don't think it's gonna. Just enough angle.
Skyler Woodward, the only member of Team USA with a winning singles record in the Mosconi Cup. Played 17 before this, won 9, lost 8. In all Mosconi Cup matches, whether it be team, double, singles, he has the best win percentage of anyone on the team, and he's a former MVP. The star from Kentucky, now based in Texas, will not be messing up here. Fair to say, Kachi's safety was messed up, and this is the consequence. Of this match to Eklent Kaçi, but he's won the next 2, and now the last point of the day. It's wide open. In the end, didn't really threaten the pocket, and it only takes one misjudgment to radically shift momentum.
Yeah, he got pretty fortunate to get awkward cueing here for Eklent. That being Skyler. Makes this a very missable ball. Doesn't appear he doesn't want to roll it. Yeah, he didn't want to roll the ball. You can't blame him. Wanted to put a little more speed hitting down on the ball. Made the pocket just that much smaller. He's going to play rail first. Watch out, A-ball. Watch out, A-ball. How fast is that table? Wow.
That cue ball just keeps trundling on, but it stops in the nick of time.
I really like Skyler's pace around the table. I think that's going to set him up really well for the rest of the week as well also.
ashamed. At most tournaments, it would be a groan of sympathy, of empathy. Here, the vast majority of the crowd are loving it that the cue ball went in. From what was otherwise a very good break, actually.
Yeah, I mean, when it goes one rail across in the side, it's usually on you. That one went twice cross side. So I wouldn't be that upset at himself anyways, that being Eklent, but.
Right now, even though we're inland, Woodward is on the crest of a wave.
Gotta watch it. This ball will draw easy, and now from nowhere. You may have to play this a shot that you don't play very often. Drawing the cue ball with inside running spin. Don't know if he can go forward and get to the bottom rail. I don't think so. See where the tip drops on the cue ball. If it goes to the lower end, I think he's going to draw to the side cushion. Yeah. Maybe go 3 rails at the 7.
Emotions running high. Apologies if I'm correct. You can maybe hear some swearing in the crowd. Again, apologies. You can hear nothing now. But in a few seconds' time, when this formality of a 9-ball goes in, the roof of the convention centre at the Caribbean Resort will be lifted. I'll tell you what, that nearly missed. That could have been so embarrassing for Skyler Woodward. I'm surprised it went in. On days 2, 3 or 4, that might well have stayed on the table. He is so relieved. That's the prevailing emotion right now. What a turn of events. Okay, it's 4 racks on the trot. That's what Kachi requires.
I think that cue ball is going to be gone, maybe. Even if he's partially snookered here, I think he can go rail first and play the 2. So the cue ball may have been he's starting to hook towards that side a little bit, so who knows. But if you remember the safety he went for, Kachi, and opened the door, well, that tried to get him kind of cute behind the 6, I think it was, and everything's changed since then, it seems like. The scratch on the break, of course, a little unlucky there, but
all players have their strengths and their weaknesses. This kind of shot, if he does take it on, is definitely one of Woodward's strengths.
Well, you know, in American pool, we have different sized tables, right? 7-footers. It's played on a lot in America, kind of like the English 8-ball tables. And anything that's tricky, he's just such a master. Those kind of different kind of tricky shots come up all the time on the 7-footers with not much space. And he just dominates on that table. He's probably the best player in the world maybe on that table. And all the little tricky shots he knows.
When you're a playing captain, you need to lead by example. That's what Woodward is doing right here.
Yeah, he should come up for the side pocket here. There's lots of options. I wouldn't draw the ball much myself. Just a little bit maybe. Don't want it to get away somehow. With the adrenaline going.
Remember, Woodward was 2-0 down. Kachi was playing nicely. What a turnaround. And after what happened last time, he will give this 9-ball all due care and attention.
Yeah, I think he'll smooth this one in a little bit.
Skyler Woodward. The sky is the limit for him when he plays like that. When he's playing for the flag, he can be inspirational. 5 years on from being most valuable player at the Mosconi Cup. This time he's the captain. And he's hit the heights.